Hello, welcome back to CCSP Certified channel. Today I am starting OWASP Top 10, another important topic for CCSP and CISSP for both. At least one question you can expect from this topic in an exam. And apart from this, if you are a software engineer, you must aware about the top 10 vulnerability in the cloud. These are the web vulnerabilities. So we'll cover them in 3 lectures. So this lecture will cover foundation of OWASP and 3 vulnerabilities. Remaining two will cover the others vulnerabilities. Before I start, I just quickly show that it is a topic 6 going on. If you are new to my channel, I have already covered 5 topics before this, and those are encryption and use of encryption and cryptography in securing cloud, and identity access management, cloud characteristics, risk in the cloud, and the international laws and standard. And this way I have covered already 80% syllabus. Topic 6 is to cover remaining 20% syllabus, and this is lecture 11 going on. And my video series, I started this couple of years before, and my ambition or my goal is to make you further faster, help you further faster in your CCSP exam certification. So what I cover high probability exam topics in this video series, difficult exam concept, because soundness of concept is very important to clear any of the IC score exam, especially CCSP, and then questions from various sources. Along with theory, I cover questions also, because I believe that if you don't cover the questions along with the theory, you will not able to understand the concept well. So I cover questions from the definitely CCSP question bank. Apart from this, I do conduct the classroom teaching also, and I collect the memory based question and I cover them in this video series. And I like my to use my 15 years of IT career experience, CCSP and CISSP learning, and other cloud certificate learnings to make them easy for you. So in case you are interested, you can let me know to for any classroom study or any other recorded sessions. Though YouTube study is free and sufficient, but it might not be comprehensive in case that you want to discuss some doubt, you have anything to discuss in more detail. It is a one-way conversation as of now, but if you need a two-way conversation, you need your help from some of the topics. You can reach me for this either for regular basis or purchasing some self-paced recording, and you can write me at the ccsp-certified the gmail.com or WhatsApp me on this number for more detail. So now we start the topic, which is OWASP. OWASP stands for Open Worldwide Application Security Project. It is a non-profit foundation dedicated to improve the software security, and it launched in December 2001 in US as a non-profit charity. It became a non-profit charity from April 2004. And important part is OWASP provides ranking and remediation guidance for the top 10 most critical web vulnerabilities and security risks in the application area. And every 3 to 4 years they publish the report. Last report was published in 2021. So in the syllabus we have about 2017 and 2021 also. If you see, majority are the same. Three are the new in 2021, which we will cover. So we'll cover first the top 10 from this 2007, which is also common here, and then three which is new here in this 3 videos. So first video I'm covering the common one, and first one is a SQL injection. So SQL injection, or if you say general injection, which can be SQL injection, no SQL injection, OS injection, LDAP injection, is like when untrusted data is sent to an interpreter as a part of a command or query. So important keyword is a command or query. In case you found a question and if you ask that any untrusted data is being sent via command or query, then it is always an injection attack. So don't get confused with other language, just focus on this keyword which I highlighted. So here the attackers hostile data can trick the interpreter to execute a command, and there are chances that because of this some data can be deleted, or some unauthorized view of the data is possible, or update is possible via this SQL injection attack. So we are not going to in detail how this happens. Quickly we'll see in the next slide, but how to prevent it is very important for exam perspective. So if we prepare the statement like we parameterize the query statement, then we can prevent this. Also, if you use a store procedure, which is understand as a most secure way to secure against the SQL injection. Also, the input validation, whatever input is coming, we validate whether it is has a special character, chunk character, untrusted data, escaping, and then least privileged model if we follow. If the user input are there, then they should not be executed as a admin command. They should be executed with the lower permissions. So this way you can overcome the SQL injection attack possibilities. So this is simple way. When username password, someone asks provide username and password, rather than you provide username and password, you can write a SQL query like this: username equal to this and password is equal to my password. This is the way SQL injection if is working. And if you're taking input directly from here, someone can add a condition like or 1 equal to 1 or like this, just to ignore the password part. So it will be or condition whether this and this is true. So this is always true because 1 equal to 1, and SQL table is user table will display all the data to the attacker. So this way SQL injection happened. We should know how to prevent it, which we have already covered. This is one of the top OWASP top 10 vulnerability. So SQL queries there. Some drop command can also executed by the attackers. Now the broken authentication. So sometimes we use a weak password which is not or tokens which is not properly encrypted or properly handled, and there are chances we are not handling the session properly. All this create a weak password or broken authentication scenarios. Let's say you use a well-known password like password one. This way attacker can try like brute force attack or other ways, and they can try to access or get the access to the system. And the most prevention method is a multi-factor authentication, which we have already covered in the IAM sections. MFA is very important to reduce the risk in case someone know the password, then he is you. So he can replace you if you know the password, but in case there is a second factor enabled like biometric or time-based OTP, he cannot replace you because those OTPs or the characteristics do not belong to him or her, and they cannot go to the console even though they know the password. So prevention mechanism is broken authentication is use a strong password policy and use multi-factor authentication and do some automatic scanning and analysis of the false attack or the log analysis. The last one for today's lecture is sensitive data exposure. So some applications do not care about the PI data or the credit card information or the passwords, and they weekly store it or store in the logs files or database or the application itself. And because of this information can be leaked to the attackers. And there are examples like data storage in the plain text, lack of HTTPs on authenticated page, hash password without salt. So this can be where attackers can get the important sensitive data. And if it is a PI data, is very problematic. Like if it is a credit card data, you maybe then face a penalties because of the PCI DSS compliant. If it is a European customer data, then you might be face penalties because of the GDPR laws. So I have already covered all this law in detail in the topic 5. You do check them. They're very important for exam perspective and your knowledge perspective also. So how to prevent this? Always use encryption when the data in rest and data in transit or data is, and don't store the data which is not necessary. We have covered this in the topic 1 about the encryption and use of encryption to securing cloud. So you cover those lecture in case you are not aware how the data in rest and data in transit works. Also, strong password algorithms to be used to store the password and keys. And we have covered the FIPS 140, which is used for cryptographic. There are 4 level FIPS 1, 2, 3, 4. So you do and check how the HSM or the key management solution works. There is a algorithms defined, so always password should be stored as a hash, which is first priority. Also, there should be strong password algorithms like bcrypt, PBKDF2. This algorithm should be used. Industry use this mainly PBKDF2, which is a hash algorithm actually, and so you can password cannot be retrieved back. They only should compare the hash with the hash value when user provide the password. And autofilling also should be disabled. Sometimes the sensitive information get destroyed because of the autofilling. So that's the for today. We'll cover only 2 questions for this topic because we have to cover 3 lecture for this. So we'll cover around 6 to 7 questions in this next three videos. The first one, which we are repeating for the last one, which is we have asked which is a threat modeling, which is not a threat modeling model. And if we are not aware whether what is threat modeling, still you are aware that OWASP is a web vulnerability model, which is not a threat modeling model. You can still give the answer as A is a correct answer. And if you know what about the threat modeling, the last lecture I have covered the threat modeling only. So topic 6, lecture 9 and 10 was dedicated to the threat modeling. This is the exam question seen by many candidates, which is not an internal attack, and you have to identify out of these four attack which is an external attack. So hypervisor attack, SQL injection, VM sprawl, and gas escape. So I have already covered this in detail under the risk in the cloud topic 3. You do check in case you are not aware what is hypervisor attack, what is this VM sprawl, what is gas escape, because those are very important for exam perspective. But at least you know SQL injection is external web attack, then you at least give the answer of this type of questions. So that's for today. I will bring next topic with the other vulnerabilities. Thank you. In case you found it relevant, please like my channel, subscribe my channel.